Hey everybody, I'm Cole, a developer advocate in Mage, and today we're going to be doing our final video, creating a pipeline using the Mage Agent. So in today's video, we'll use Mage Agent to create a trigger that will run, I guess, hourly, just so we can look at, temperature and air quality over the next, over an hour-long period in the cities in Brazil that we've selected. Let's go ahead and bring up Mage Agent so that we can let's go ahead and bring up our terminal. We've already connected to Mage Agent. You can see I just, wanted to view what blocks were in my pipeline first, just to test and make sure everything was working well. Let's go ahead and create this trigger. And one thing I've recently learned is that, Mage Agent, in this instance at least, can't update the trigger UI in Mage at the moment, but what we can do is we can create a triggers.yaml file and sync it with our Mage Pro instance here. So let's go ahead and provide it a prompt. And you can see we're going to create a pipeline trigger in Mage by updating the triggers.yaml file for this pipeline. We give it a name, a trigger type, frequency is going to be hourly, and so let's go ahead and add a second trigger here. I did this before just to make sure this would work, and it did. So let's add a trigger. Do you want to make this edit to triggers.yaml? Yes. You're just really going to run through the same process here, and it will create this file for you. This may take a few minutes. It may cut some of this or speed it up just to get to the point where it creates this trigger for us. So you can see it needs me to proceed through some things here. And it says it's zesting. So now we'll proceed once more. Okay, it's starting to run here some more. So we're reading a file and a directory. We're calling the Mage Agent. Hopefully it will finish up here soon. Okay, so I deleted a trigger I created earlier, and now we can just say, just re-push both triggers. This is something you have to do, so we're going to push this trigger to our Mage Pro instance here, and it should take a minute or two, and the UI will be updated. So we're going to say yes to proceed here, and I'll refresh the trigger page here once it's finished. All right, so it says it pushed cleanly. Let's go ahead and remove whatever temporary thing it created there. Proceed again. Okay, so we're reading the file now. And all right, awesome, it confirmed. We've got two triggers. Let's go ahead. I'll minimize our terminal here, and I'm going to refresh our trigger screen, and we should see two triggers now. So we do see two triggers. Let's turn this first one off here. And then we're going to click into this trigger. We've got no runs yet. It's supposed to run in 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and run it once now just so we can check it out. Let's go ahead and click into the block runs. And you can see that we've got some blocks starting to execute. So we've got our data loader blocks here, fetch air quality and fetch temperature that are running. And this will really run through the whole pipeline. So you can see those two completed. And next is going to be our gold Brazil metrics. And then we're going to export that to BigQuery. So you can see this gold Brazil metrics is now running and completed. And now you're going to see our export to BigQuery start to run. It's running, and it should complete here in a second. It shouldn't take very long. And it's complete. Let's go ahead and head back to the trigger, and you can see that it's done. This is really, our final video for this Mage Agent series, and we really walked you through creating an entire data pipeline, really in plain language, from creating a pipeline to fetching the data to writing the code for the blocks and then creating a trigger. Hope you enjoyed this and learned something new today.